everybody, it's Regan Sample, real estate agent here in Longmont, and today I'm with Autumn, Carla, and Rocio, the lawyers and paralegals of Immigrant Roots, the law firm here in downtown Longmont. So thanks for taking time to talk to us. I'm excited for you to tell us about your business and how you help people and what made you want to start your law office.
So Autumn and Rocio founded the office together. I joined more recently, but I think all three of us got into this line of work because we just have a real passion for helping people. I came from a very different practice of law. I was doing commercial litigation for many years and just felt a real drive to switch to a practice area that felt more connected to really helping people and building a good community. So I've been doing this for almost 2 years now and absolutely love it and love working with these two.
Yeah, and I'm a refugee myself from Vietnam. And when I came to the US, my family and I received a lot of help from the community. So we eventually got our green cards and later became US citizens. My parents went on to petition for more family members to reunite with them here.
Yeah.
And so we were able to thrive and achieve the American dream. So I want to help others achieve their dreams too.
So my parents are immigrants as well. And I've been surrounded by, just different cultures in the immigrant community. And I grew up seeing a lot of very sad stories and a lot of lives being changed because of their status. So having the opportunity to be here, thanks to my parents immigrating here, I'm just so grateful for it. And I just want to continue to help, those that were in the same shoes as my parents.
Sure. When, like you just said, you both, like between you two, your stories made me just realize how many people maybe are unaware of the resources that are available, especially being in a new area. Like I know I had a company move me from Longmont to Phoenix, same country, but different state, different town. We didn't know our way around. We didn't know resources. But if you think of, if you don't have your family unit with you, it's a different country, different culture, you can feel pretty lost. So it's great that you can relate to the stories of other people too. And I think that probably makes you a great advocate for those people that are looking for help and resources. What would be something that people don't realize that you're able to do for your clients?
Well, I've always thought of us as a very unique firm. We built it so that we could address issues that other firms were not being able to help with. I think we have a more holistic approach with our clients. It's not just about working on the case with them. It's about trying to figure out how they are doing here in the United States. What resources do they need? So we've partnered with other organizations in the community, such as El Comité, Safe Shelter, the Immigrant and Refugee Center of Northern Colorado, even some churches and some other community members, so that in case they need something, whether it's social service oriented, or if they need a mortgage, or if they need a realtor, or if they need help with pretty much anything at all, including clothing and food, we're able to reach out to our partners to be able to help with that.
It's great to know a firm like yours is going out beyond of just what's a billable hour, but how do we really help someone at all these different levels and support someone besides just, in my business, I know there's a lot of people that just have transactions, and I always look at it as once I work for somebody, I'm an advocate for them whenever they need something, whatever it is, if it's a dog walker.
Yeah, Rocio and I just delivered a bed to one of our clients the other day because she needed it.
How do you help people with that are maybe nervous to even ask for help?
I think that people should be more afraid and concerned about not using a lawyer when they really need one. The consequences of not having the right kind of help can be really severe. And some of these examples include deportation. It can mean not being able to reunite with your loved ones. It can mean criminal penalties. It could be, being denied green cards and your U.S. citizenship later on. And this is just to name a few. And so I think for a lot of people, they don't realize first that when they talk to a lawyer, there's a confidentiality privilege there. So, we're not going to say anything to anyone about what people tell us. Everything is confidential. As far as cost is concerned, a lot of people are afraid about the costs. And so many lawyers, including our firm, we provide payment plans for those who can't pay, all their legal fees at once. Additionally, we and many other lawyers sometimes provide sliding scale fees to those who are financially struggling. We've also taken on pro bono cases for, truly compelling cases where people can't pay a thing at all just because They are struggling so much, but we do assess these costs on a case-by-case basis.
So that makes a good point that you said too, that maybe people are afraid they can't afford it, so they try to do things on their own.
Yeah.
And you know, for example, I know someone, they were unsure the cost of hiring an electrician. They did a lot of their own electrical work and made the problem a lot worse. So I would tell somebody watching this, if they themselves have a need, to reach out and talk to you guys. Like you said, things are confidential. They don't necessarily have to have money on hand to be able to get the help that they need. Or if there's someone they know, if they're in their family, their church where they work, someone they know that's having stress because they're dealing with problems, encourage them to give you guys a call sooner than later and be able to help them with a smaller problem before it becomes a larger problem.
Right. Yeah. And I want to add something else to that. We have seen a lot of cases where people, because they're afraid to reach out to lawyers, or they think they can't afford it, or because they heard from someone that, you know, there's help elsewhere, they tend to go to people like notaries. There's a lot of people out there who do, you know, help people, you know, fill out forms, or they give legal advice as to how to go about a certain case. And I would have so many examples to give you of cases and people that I've talked to and seen paperwork filled out, you know, incorrectly, and people getting stuck outside of the country, or just losing at their only shot of getting some sort of legal status because something along the way was done incorrectly. So I think the Latino community has this idea that a notario is a lawyer, because in some of the, you know, countries like Mexico or Central America, the lawyers are known as notarios. So they come here and they think a notario or notary is a lawyer. And, you know, obviously if the notary is doing some legal work, then that can, you know, something that can be pretty bad. So we always encourage people to look for, you know, lawyers, because they have the training and they have the knowledge.
But I relate to you. There's something different about when you know you're really adding value to families, you're impacting lives directly, and it's not just stuff on paper. It's not just setting precedent in like a corporate battle or something.
Yeah, it's an incredibly rewarding line of work, and I think all three of us absolutely love what we do.
I can definitely tell that your heart and passion is what you do. And I think especially right now with what's going on in the news, and it seems like its history repeats itself at different times in different places in the world where we have different tragedy and people need help. And like you said, a rewarding thing to know you've helped change someone's lives for the better. And, you know, the people in our community, once they have that stability, like you were talking about, and they get past that insecurity of being here, there, getting out of the shadows, and then they know they have their family, they can plan, they can start a business, they can go to school, they can do these things and really improve their life and be contributing members of their community. And
organizations like the Immigrant Refugee Center as well, they rely on a lot of volunteers. And so I would encourage people to reach out to nonprofit organizations such as that, as well as El Comité and other organizations that they can think of who help immigrant populations with regard to any volunteering that they might need. Donations are also a really great way to help as well. These organizations that help so many people, they do rely on funding. And so if people are able to donate to these organizations, that would help them a ton.
Awesome. Well, thanks again. And it's great talking with all of you and learning about your practice. I'm excited that you're down here in Longmont and downtown, and a great resource for our community. It's been really great to learn more about your business.
Thank you, Regan, for having us and for taking the time to talk to us.
Hey, you got it. Thanks so much.